In this video, we will discuss the gravamen of the action test. This is a test applied by some courts to determine whether the UCC applies to a lawsuit involving a mixed transaction. So remember, a mixed or hybrid transaction includes both goods and services. For most law school courses, you need to know the predominance test and the component approach to mixed transactions. But you might also need to know the gravamen of the action test. As you probably already know, here action means lawsuit, and gravamen of the action means the most essential part of the lawsuit. In the gravamen of the action test, a court's going to ask, is this plaintiff suing because of defective goods or because of defective services? Put another way, is the essence of the lawsuit or is the gravamen of the lawsuit about goods or about services? If the court decides that the gravamen of the action is for defective goods, then the UCC should apply. On the other hand, if the gravamen of the action is for defective services, then the UCC will not apply. So let's say our plaintiff asks the defendant to print 100 books for her, and she explains that these are supposed to be 100 fine art books. Well, a week later she comes back, but the printer printed on notebooks. Well, books are goods, but printing is a service. So to determine whether the UCC applies or not, under the gravamen test, the court will ask, is this a lawsuit for defective goods or defective services? A court is likely to say, yeah, the books were defective, but it was the defendant's defective services that resulted in the defective books. And if the court concludes that the gravamen of the action is for defective services, then the court will not apply the UCC to this case. So for the gravamen of the action test, just ask yourself, well, why is this plaintiff suing? Is the plaintiff suing because of defective goods or defective services? If the gravamen of the action is for defective goods, then the UCC should apply. If you'd like to discuss contracts or any other matter related to U.S. law, stop by my website and blog and feel free to submit your comments below.